Today we're gonna make Italian coffee together. It's a simple process. You just need the right tool. So the tool of choice is called the Moka. It's what you see over here. It comes in different shapes, colors, size, doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's a Moka. So how does it work? This has three main pieces or parts to it. So you see it, open it like that, you unscrew it, and there is three parts. Right, let's go one by one. So this is the base of it. This is where you put water. I will already give you the instructions. You want to put water just below the valve over here. This is a escapement valve in case there is overpressure so that the thing doesn't explode. It doesn't happen. Don't get concerned about that. So you put water here. This, it's the filter. This is where, or not really filter, this is actually where you put the coffee. Right? So you put the coffee powder right here. You fill it up evenly. You don't want a little mountain or a shallow part to it. Just, you know, fill it to the brim, really. And this goes here. And then you have the top part. So here, this is the filter, right? So this is where the steam goes through. I'm gonna cover that in a second. And over here is where the coffee comes through. So you will see that there is this little structure over here. So how it works, this whole machine, is that, let me assemble it back. So you have water, at room temperature, that gets, you know, of course you put this on the stove. And here, very important to note is that depending on the model, it will work on the electric stove, gas, or on the fire one. So you have to pick the right model. Now the water heats up, it gets to steam, and the steam will go through the coffee, right? Goes up, goes through the coffee in order to capture the flavor of the coffee, and then we'll go through this little, let's call it a tower, right, for the lack of a better term, and start dripping from there because of, I don't know exactly the reason why, but it starts dropping, right, becomes liquid and it solidifies in a sense, and it starts dripping through here, right, through the containment area. So that's how it works. Very, very simple. So what do you need for this? We said water. The other thing is obviously coffee. So you can use any coffee you want. What matters is that it's an espresso grind. So it has to be very, very, very thin, right? Very, very thin. Now, the coffee of choice for me is Illy. So Illy is an Italian brand from Trieste. It's a historical brand, it's a family business, and it's a commercial brand. So what it means is that almost anywhere in the world, in relatively upscale places, if you're not in Italy, right, because it's important, then you will find Illy. Illy is very good. It's not crazy expensive. It's definitely not the cheapest though. And I like it because, well, the taste is great. One thing to note about Italian coffee. So what I have over here is 100% Arabica beans. In Italy, people use a mix, they use Robusta, so it really depends. That's up to you. Of course, the difference is that the Robusta will be a lot more bitter in flavor. The other thing is that Italian coffee is very dark roast, extremely dark, to the point that it's almost burnt, which gives it its unique Italian flavor. So, of course, as I said, you can use any coffee you like, but of course, you may not get the typical Italian flavor of espresso that you will find when you are traveling in Italy. That's how it works. Let's put in the water, the coffee powder, and then let's see the magic happens once it's on the stove. All right, so we put the mocha on the stove. Now let's just wait for the magic to happen. The coffee will be dripping from there into here. Now, should you close the lid at the top? Or should you leave it open? Actually, it doesn't matter for the final result, but I like to leave it open because I can tell when the coffee is about to be ready. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Now, we just wait. You see, it's coming in hot, almost ready. Now you stop it. You stop it. That's right. So it's a bit steamy over here. But see, when it starts, you see there was a little bit of foam close to the thingy. And when that happens, it means that it's ready. Oh, that's how you make coffee the Italian way. Very simple, very straightforward, but delicious. Enjoy.